Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.
What's up, guys? This is Brian. This is the Til You Collapse Podcast, and we're back. Excited for today's show. It's actually something we made a couple of videos last week, and I realized that I talk a lot of business talk. I talk a lot of business, a lot of experiences. I try to help you guys with a lot of business stuff, but I don't talk a lot of fitness. And fitness is a huge part of my life. Fitness is the largest part of my life. Fitness is why I have any of my business and why I've been successful in my jobs before that were fitness, because it's such a passion of mine. So we're going to talk about it. And before we talk about it, let me just remind you guys, I'm trying to grow this podcast. I'm spending my time. Time is the most precious thing I have right now. I'm spending my time recording this shit with you guys, spitting fire about real shit that I've experienced over the 40 years of my life. And all I ask of you is please just share it. If you get anything from any of my episodes, share it on your Instagram story, share it with your friends, let people know about it, tag me, I'll repost you, give you a little shout, but that's all. Subscribe to it, leave a review like Memo did. He subscribes and reviews it every day, 24/7.
Everything.
Right. How was your weekend, my dude?
It was good. It was good. Busy as always.
Working? Mm-hmm. Working on the weekends.
Yeah, we got the weddings.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
You at the wedding. We take a little fucking shadow and just go crazy or what?
Oh, yeah. I will wake up at 4:30 a.m. Don't get back at 12:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. Long day.
12:30 p.m.?
Yeah.
Or a.m.?
Sorry, a.m. Yeah. Okay. It was like a 16-hour day.
Yeah, that shit gets me fired up. Don't get me excited, baby. I'll flip this table over. You're young, bro.
Hell yeah.
You're investing in yourself right now.
100%.
I love it. And fitness is a large part of your life, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Tell me about your fitness. I'm going to talk to them a little bit about my fitness shit. Some of them know mine, but let me hear yours a little bit. What's your fitness story?
My fitness story is pretty...
Because like I told you, let me interrupt you real second. You're the first media guy I have had. I've had one or two before that were kind of into fitness a little bit, but not like you are, that's one of the many reasons why I love you. But like, tell me your story with fitness. Like, why'd you get involved in it? Why do you love it? Like,
it's pretty generic.
That's fine.
The reason why I got into the gym about 3.5-ish years ago is because of a breakup, honestly. Okay. It helped get my mind off it, made it a lot easier for me. But it just turned into a lifestyle, and it goes with every day now. I can't live without working out. I cannot exist without working out. My mentality, everything like that, lives off of that.
Yeah.
So
3.5 years when you're about 20, 21?
I was like 20, 21, yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
Break up, you got broken up with, and you said, I'm about to get swole.
Yep, I get swole, make her jealous.
Did it happen?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I got myself a fine piece. I got a lot of other stuff. I'm good. I love it.
What was that? Half the time you talk, I can't fucking understand your ass. You talk so fast. You fucking mumble worse than me. You fucking say shit together. Sorry, guys. You didn't understand that. I didn't either. You talked about some kind of fine piece or something. What the fuck is that?
I got a fine lady.
Oh, yeah, yes. Your lady. Yeah. I like your lady. She's super sweet. Yeah. She's nice.
She's great.
So, guys, talking about fitness. Fitness, you guys, listen to me. Fitness is the core of it all. If you want to be successful in business, if you want to be successful in your life, if you want to live a long, healthy life, fitness is it all. You guys, you don't realize fitness will unlock so many things for you guys. Not only will it unlock your mind, your body, it's just crazy. I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story. So fitness for me started at 13 years old. And a lot of you motherfuckers out there are so soft with the fucking excuses that you come up with. And I want you to just picture this. I was 13 years old. I turned 40 in 2 weeks. So do the fucking math. What is that? 27 years? I've been in the fitness about 27 years roughly, right? A long ass time. Some of you guys were in fucking diapers. I was clanging the fucking iron. And I was 13 years old. There was no podcast. There was no Instagram. There was no trainers, online trainers. There was none of this fucking bullshit. No one coaches. No one telling me what to eat. No one telling me what to work out. None of that fucking shit. Some of you guys get way too much into that. And I understand some of you guys like the structure. Some of you guys like the coaches. Some of you guys need to be told what to eat and what to work out every time. But listen, you guys aren't taking enough control in your own hands. You don't realize what you're capable of. I was 13 years old. I was tired of being chubby. I wanted to be swole. I wanted to look like the guys in the magazine. I wanted to get girls. I wanted to feel good about myself. So you know what I did at 13 years old? I picked up an 800-page book. the Arnold Schwarzenegger Encyclopedia of Bodybuilding. At 13 years old, I read that shit front to back. And I taught myself how to work out. I went to the gym at 13 years old, a little racket club that used to be here locally. I went there and how did I learn? I didn't have a trainer. I didn't have fucking online coaches. I didn't have Instagram. I didn't have any of this shit. I used to take the old school bodybuilding magazines, look at the pictures, look at the diagrams, and how did I learn? By experience. I picked up the weight and I went through the motions and I taught myself how to fucking work out. Think about that for a second, how different times have changed. You guys can't teach yourself shit. It's almost like you need your fucking handheld in everything you do. What the fuck? Come on now, you're capable of more than that. Serious, I can't stand this shit, especially with the fitness industry. I'm old school. So I started along that journey, taught myself how to work out. Within 2 years, I totally transformed my body, and it's turned into a passion of mine. Honestly, and here's the thing, guys. I've been in this game for 27 years, and right now, at almost 40 years old, I can tell you I'm in a place that I've never been, as far as physically and mentally at the same time. I've been in better shape physically because I was on more drugs. I took way more steroids back in the day. I took way more drugs. I lifted a lot heavier. I was crazy in the gym. I had the intensity. I was pushing myself beyond my limits every time, which physically I can't do that anymore because of injuries. But I'm gonna talk about all that too. You know, I've had ups and downs through my journeys. You know, and here I want you guys to listen to this. These are the two times is when a lot of people's fitness goes out of the window. And I've lived them, and I'm going to talk about them. I want you to hear if you guys resonate with it at all. The first time, most people's fitness goes out of the window as far as the general population. Everybody is eating healthy. Everybody's working out. Everybody's trying to get in shape when they're single. You want to look good. You want to be lean. You want to attract the opposite sex, right? I know you guys all know what I'm talking about. You want to be on point. You want to look good naked, feel good naked. Boom. You're your A game. You're looking good. You're feeling good. Then you meet a guy or girl. You guys hook up. You guys fall in love. You guys start eating food, going on dates, drinking wine, feeling good. You know what I mean? Practicing making babies, hopefully. Once, twice a day, maybe. Hopefully. And then you start working out less. You get comfortable. You guys are happy with each other. You guys start going on more dates, more trips, eating good food. The working out's less because, you know, you're happy. And I get it. I've done that. When me and my lady met fucking 18 years ago, I was in fucking peak shape. And then about a year or two later, I was thick boy. You know what I mean? And that's normal. There's nothing to be ashamed of, but I'm telling you guys right now, you got to be aware of it. I experienced it and I lived it. And now, like I said, I'll talk about my mental place right now, why I'm never going to get out of shape again for the rest of my life because of what I've gone through. And that feeling, because it brought me back to a dark place. Because when I was out of shape and I remember being made fun of and the feelings I felt from being out of shape. And remember, guys, I have shitty genetics. So to look the way I look right now, you guys see, I work my fucking ass off. Not only do I work 12 to 15 hours a day at my job, I do fucking 30 minutes of cardio in the morning. I work out with weights an hour during the middle of the day. And then I do 30 minutes of cardio at night, all while barely eating anything. That's the reality of my genetics, what I have to do to look like this. It's not easy for me. It's stressful and it's a lot of consistent fucking work. And that's the reality of who I am and what I have to deal with. We all have different genetics. We all deal with different things. That's the reality of the cards I was dealt. And you know what? It is what it is. I know what it takes from doing it for so many years. But anyways, realize that it's okay to be happy and it's okay to, you know, fall in love. But coming from experience, don't let yourself go all the way. Because when you let yourself go, it affects you mentally. And when you get to that place mentally, your confidence suffers. And when your confidence suffers and you mentally know that you're lacking in an area, it affects you in business. It affects you in everything you do. I know. I've lived it. So I just, please, guys, I want you to be happy. I want you to have good food and enjoy being with a spouse. Enjoy your life, but know how important fitness is and have a balance where you know that, hey, if you're going to be doing that, keep your fitness a priority. Keep your fitness a priority always. And I'm telling you from experience, because I've let fitness, which is my main passion and always was my main priority, fall out of line a couple times in my life. And I gained 30, 40, 50 pounds each time. And I can tell you, when I went back to that place, everything suffered around me. And I don't want that to happen to you. So that's why I'm sharing this with you. Be aware of it. Catch it when it starts to happen. So that's the first time. Normally when you couples get together, I don't know if this guy, Memo's experienced it. This guy's naturally lean. He fucking looks great. He doesn't deal with being a fat kid like me. So I don't know if he can... Okay, let's hear.
No, but the first girl that I broke up with?
Yeah.
So Hawaiian food every single night, made by her parents every single night.
Okay.
I weighed around 225, 230 pounds.
Okay.
Fat boy.
Which, I mean, here's the thing. 225, 230 pounds. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
6'2". On your frame,
Yes.
I was 250, 5'9", player. Okay?
Sure,
There's
true.
a little difference on what I call
True.
fat boy.
True.
You're saying 225
Yes.
on 6'2". I'm saying 250 on 5'9". That's a little different dispersion of weight.
My leanest I ever gotten, though, after that was 188.
Okay.
That's how, like,
Like how much you're pretty decent lean.
right now I'm like around 212, like
Okay.
leaned out
Yeah.
muscle.
Yeah.
So
And he's 6'2".
6'2".
And I know you guys, I'll post it. You guys see my stories once in a while. He worked out with me one time and then never again. But not that my workout was hard or anything, because my workouts nowadays are nothing. I make it clear. I look like I'm really strong, but my workouts nowadays, that's from all those years of me lifting crazy weights so hard. That's why I still look that way. But now I can't lift like that. Unfortunately, I would love to, but my body's telling me no. So I'm listening to it. So guys, realize if you meet someone, the work and dedication that you put in to get that person, don't lose that when you get that person. Keep that going. You want to keep that person. You want to keep that person that you are when you're putting that work in. Do not lose that. Please. I've done it. This guy did it when he got fed Hawaiian food overnight. Like I said, I get it, but learn to balance it and catch it when it happens. And here's the other time when it happens. It happens, you see a lot of successful business people, unfortunately, that are out of shape. And it happened to me too. When you're trying to build something and you're putting in 15, 20-hour days at a time and you're building something, that takes most of your energy and your focus. And like I've talked about, balance is hard. When you try to balance fitness, when you try to balance relationship, when you try to balance business, everything's a balance. And when you take from something, something's going to suffer. So that's why with business, you know, if you work so much, your family or your home life can suffer. If you work and you don't even focus on fitness, your fitness can suffer. But here's the thing. Once again, from experience, you know, and also another thing is when people, they go through that building process and they experience some success, they taste a little bit of money. When you get a little bit of money, a little bit of success, not only the time that it took to get there takes you away from fitness, because all you're doing is working and building. So you're stopping working out, you're putting on weight. I get it, you're building something. But then you get a little money, all those years pay off. Then you start eating fancy, traveling, eating that good food. That good food's high calorie. Trust me, I like good restaurants. That shit is not the best thing for you. And then not only does it turn into all the hours away from the gym to build that, but now you've built something. Now you're making a little paper. Now you're feeling good for yourself. You're eating big. You already away from the gym, so you're used to not eating it. Now you're eating all these extra calories. That's why when you finally get into business and you finally get some success, who can relate to me here? I know you guys listen to this. Some of you guys have businesses. I'm talking to you. I know I fucking am because I lived it. I did that shit. When I first became successful, I built this thing. That's another time in my life I gained 50, 40, 50, 60 pounds. And I was miserable. You guys have seen the pictures of me. That combined with me tearing my chest, physically taken away. Because when I lifted, man, I was strong. I threw around 315. I threw away on 150-pound dumbbells. I know nobody cares about what I used to do, but I miss lifting heavy. I used to go in the gym trying to lift a heavier weight every workout than I did the last workout. I was serious about that shit. When I talk about intensity and drive and shit that I have, I truly lived that. Like the gym was like That was my hour. I used to work out 2 hours back in the day when I was on a bunch of juice and shit like that. And it was like I was in there to fucking get shit done. And I loved it. I loved pushing myself. But when I tore that shit, not only was it one business, you know, I was, you know, actually, you know what? To tell you the truth, I was actually in pretty good shape when I tore that shit. I already had gone through the building and working and then getting a little paper and going around. And then I realized, fuck this, I need to get back in shape. And I was in pretty decent shape, actually. I had gotten in pretty decent shape again. After that, I came to my senses and then I tore it. And that physical, when that happened, physically and mentally, that was the worst part because I wanted to work out so bad. I wanted to work out how I did, and I couldn't. Physically, I couldn't. That was the most frustrating. That was a really dark place for me because I was in a place where I was really happy where I was at. I got back physically where I wanted to be. Business-wise, I was excelling. Family-wise, I was excelling. Really, it was like a wonderful place that I had never been. And then, snap of the fingers, it got taken away from me. And then I got really to a dark place because I at least when I was thick before, I was at least still lifting heavy. I looked almost like kind of like a power lifter. I had a lot of muscle and some chub. Well, this time when that physically happened to me, I can only do legs. And you know, when I tore my chest, that same, and when I talk about grit and mindset, I fucking lived this shit, guys. When I tore my chest, that night I was on my stairs at my house with a torn chest, in pain, swollen, still doing the stairs. The next day, I worked legs. So yeah, I wasn't sad for myself. I didn't sit around and cry. I still put the work in, but I could barely do what I could do for legs. I couldn't really move my arm. I couldn't move my shoulder. It wasn't the same thing. I was going through the motions, doing what I could, and the stairs, we know those don't build muscle. So anyways, I lost, not only did I lose a bunch of muscle, which before I hadn't done because I'd still been working out, but I freaking gained a bunch of fat. So this recently, like the shape I am now, this last year and a half transformation you guys all seen if you follow me, has been the greatest of all because, like I said, I've overcome the biggest adversity working out I've ever had, which was my chest tear. And I'm the oldest I've ever been. So, you know, I definitely feel like now mentally, I'm more mentally tough than ever. Physically, I'm in the best shape I've been pre and post injury. And like I said, as far as supplement wise, I take a bunch of protein, a bunch of greens, multivitamins, fish oils, that kind of stuff. I'm on TRT, so hormone replacement therapy. I take 200 mgs of test a week. So my testosterone levels are at the top of the natural level, which you guys, anyone listen to this, women or men, if you're 25, 30 or over, you have to get your hormones checked. Because here's the thing. If you're tired, if you're not feeling good, if your workouts aren't going good, if you feel like you're spinning your wheels and you're not getting results, the number one thing that will stop you from getting your results, if your hormones are off. So if your testosterone levels are really low, it's really hard to burn fat. It's really hard to build muscle. It's hindering everything mentally, physically. You need to have your hormones in check. So get with a doctor if you feel like you're tired, you don't have a sex drive, and you feel like your workouts aren't working. You have to get your hormones checked. Number one. So that's all I take. A little bit of tests, all those multivitamins. I take a little bit of growth hormone, and just being real. That's what I take. That's what I take at 40 years old to try to, you know, keep my peak levels like I'm 18, and it's working good so far. But yeah, man, that's I'm glad you can relate to that. You can't really relate to here's the thing I like about you. So this is the busiest you've been business wise, or you've been busier business wise?
This is the busiest I've ever been.
Okay. So but you're starting to experience what I'm talking about, how that time makes it hard to lift. Like I see you getting in there, but your workouts aren't the same, right? Nope. But you're still getting the workouts in, right? Yeah. So you're experiencing that a little bit. But like I said, at least you have me around to listen to this kind of shit. Guys, don't let that happen. No matter where your business is at, no matter what you're doing, keep that fitness in there. Don't ever quit it. You can do it in 30 to 45 minutes. I don't care if you're working 20 hours a day like I was. You take 20, 30, 45 minutes, you do some kind of physical activity, whether it's lifting weights, running, walking outside. Do something 7 days a week. You do something physical. I don't say lift weights 7 days a week because you do need time off, which is hard for me to even take now. But I don't care if you walk outside. I don't care if you do cardio. Do something physical. Keep yourself moving and keep your nutrition in check. because our health is all we have. And at the end of the day, our time and our health are two biggest regrets of everybody. It doesn't matter about your fucking money. Doesn't matter what your bank looks like. Doesn't matter. And nothing matters at the end of the day if you don't have your health or you don't have your time. And your health is a combination of your nutrition and your exercise. Bottom line, there's nothing to get around it. It's not rocket science. There's nothing like that. So I need you to just look your fucking self in the mirror, look at your physique, realize it's on you if you're not where you're at. And I want to talk about another fucking thing. When you guys fucking talk about you're fucking eating healthy and you're fucking working out hard, and then you motherfuckers look the exact same 6 months, a year later, you're not doing shit hard. You're not eating right. You're not working out hard. You're going in there for 20, 30 minutes. You're taking a picture for Instagram and you're fucking half-assing 8 reps. And then you go home and you think you're eating right. You don't even know what the fuck you're eating. Nutrition is very simple. I don't count my calories. I've been doing this shit for 27 years. I educated myself on it and I know what I need to eat to look the way I want to look because I have so much experience doing it. I mean, I have 10 years in business. I have 27 years in fitness. When everyone asks me, oh, what do you count? Do you count your macros? How do you do this? Would you plan your workouts? And here's the thing. I'm not knocking on you guys to count every little thing and all you guys that write down little journals and journal every workout, plan every workout. That works for some people. Me, I've never been that type. I'm not that type. I told you guys one of my biggest weaknesses is organization. So you think I'm going to organize every fucking workout? No. I can barely organize my fucking meetings, bro. So, I'm just here to tell you, you need to attack life. You need to attack your workouts. You need to attack your business. You need to attack your relationships with fucking urgency and passion and intensity. You go in there and you push yourself till failure. I want you to fail when you work out. That means 8 to 12 repetitions every single exercise you do at a weight that when you're finishing, you literally cannot physically do it anymore. And then you do one more after that. Are you doing every workout like that? Are you doing every set like that? No, you're fucking not. That's why you don't look the way you want to look. If you start attacking that with that kind of intensity over months, over years, you're going to look different. You're going to feel different. You're going to be more confident. It bleeds out into every aspect of your life. Because when you mentally know that you're in the gym half-assing it, you're going to half-ass it in different areas in life. And when you look in the mirror and you're not happy with the way you look, stop blaming. It's not the testosterone. It may be the testosterone, get your levels checked, but a lot of times it's not. Because here's the thing. You're not going that hard in the gym. And then with the nutrition, you think you're eating healthy, but then when you really look what you're eating, you haven't educated yourself on nutrition. It's not that hard, especially nowadays with all the fucking information out there. It's not that hard. Figure out what you weigh. Figure out how many calories you need to eat to stay the same and back it off a little bit. Test your body out. See if you're sensitive to carbs or not. I'm very sensitive to carbs. I can't lose that weight. If I eat carbs, I hold on to my weight. If I want to drop body fat, my body, I have to lower my carbs down. They don't affect me that bad. A lot of people lower their carbs as low as me and they get foggy, they can't focus, they have no energy. For me, I'm fine. Like, that's just my genetics. That's my body. We're all different. We're all individuals. You can't look at one person and think that's going to work for you. Just like in business. You can't follow exact blue. You can get an idea. You can get a blueprint. You can kind of follow that, but then through experience, you find, oh, this works. This isn't working. That is or not working. So guys, try different things out. But you need to, here's another thing. You cannot outwork a bad diet. Your nutrition is everything. Trust me, my fat ass has tried to outwork a bad diet multiple times because your boy likes to eat. And I tell you what, when I was working out the hardest, 2-hour workouts, crazy workouts, intense workouts, but I was not eating on point, I did not look that good. I tell you what. But when you get that nutrition dialed in and you do it over months, you start looking good. And here's another thing. You should look different every couple weeks. If you have a goal and you're actually doing the right things towards that goal, whether it's eating to gain muscle or whether it's leaning up, eating to lean up, and then you're working out, the human body, I mean, when I get pretty lean and I'm really on point, I can see changes daily because I've done this for so long. I really know my body, and I can see small changes in my physique in areas daily when I get down to it. But for most people, it's every 2 weeks. Let's just say 2 weeks. If you're not seeing the change in the way your clothes are fitting, if you're not seeing the way you're looking in the mirror, then, like I said, one of those two things is off. It's either your intensity and your consistency with the weights, or it's your consistency and what you're eating. Bottom line, it's not rocket science. It's one of those two things. I promise you, 100%. And man, like I said, I turned 40 years old in 2 weeks. I've been doing this shit for 27 years. I'm going to do this shit as fucking long as I can. And like I said, I'm in a place mentally and physically I've never been. I feel fucking powerful as fuck. Like the feeling I feel right now, I'm unstoppable. Like it's an amazing feeling. And I've caused myself to get here through work, through experiences, through loss, through trials, through it all. And the stuff I just told you in this podcast is stuff I've experienced over those 27 years. So fucking listen to it. Apply it. Think about it. Think about how it applies to you. It's not rocket science. I'm sharing with you. I'm pouring personal shit out with you. Hopefully it'll resonate with you and you get something from it. Because you know what? I want you to feel how I feel right now. It's an amazing place to be. What do you think about all that, my man?
And it definitely does feel amazing to be fit. 100%. Yeah. But I feel like I have the biggest body dysmorphia because of that. I notice every single little detail that's missing or that doesn't look as good as it can look, and vice versa. And speaking of which, when you're busy, you can't really work out as much, or it makes it harder to find the time to work out, which is definitely affecting me. I definitely could feel it. I'm not as strong as I was. I'm not as lean as I was. But it's just, it comes in time. You just got to do it.
That's part of the game. If it means something to you, you'll find the time. And I've used that excuse before. I don't have the time. You have the fucking time. You have 24 hours in a day. You have the time. Even when I was working literally 20 hours a day, you got to find 30, 45 minutes. And it's not going to be the best workout. You're going to be exhausted, as this guy knows, because I've seen him do it. He's been in the gym at 10, 11 at night, and I know I've been to the late night workouts. Those are the hardest ones. The late night ones are the fucking hard ones. After all day at work, you're tired. That's the last thing you want to do.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Those workouts may not be optimal. They might not be the best workout, but they're better than no workouts. And they keep you going, and they feed that mental and that physical need for exercise. And it's way better than not working out.
100%.
So, you're feeling it, you're doing it, man. But guys, I promise you, fitness is the most powerful. The fuck? Fitness is the most powerful thing. Seriously, though, fitness is the most fucking powerful thing. I tell you what, I fucking love it. There's no one on this earth that shouldn't be into health and fitness. I mean, we're fucking animals. We're supposed to be active. We're supposed to be fit. Think about us back in the day, running around nature just naked. Shit flopping everywhere. Chasing down fucking animals to eat. Chasing down women and men. You know what I mean? No, I'm serious though. Think about it though. In nature, we're not meant to sit at a desk in front of fucking video games or Netflix all day. That's not, you don't see that in nature. You don't just see out of shape because motherfuckers were either trying to run to survive, not get eaten and die, or they were trying to catch and live and eat their food. You're out living. That's how we're meant to be as animals, as humans, as a species. Not sitting around fucking eating 10,000 calories in front of a screen all day. You think that's what we were made back in the day? Hell no. And that's why in other countries and back in the day, there wasn't as much obesity. There wasn't out of shape because the food was better. The people were more active. Bottom line, that's what it was. So guys, make fitness your priority. Number one, I challenge you. Make fitness your number one priority. Your health, your fitness. Make that your number one priority. And I promise you, your business and your relationships will flourish from it. And also, don't let fitness slide when you get into relationships and when you're business. Do not compromise your fitness for any relationships or any business, and you're going to fucking kill it. I promise you. Really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. If you guys got something from this fucking podcast, let us know. We're trying to grow this shit. I don't remember.
Of course. Of course.
Love you guys. We're out.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me